So just got done this morning's 20 minutes CMM, and with only 3 exercises, it was incredibly challenging. Gave me a great sweat, and it was an awesome workout. So if you're watching this video and haven't done today's workout, I highly recommend you give it a shot. So let's take a look and see what we got planned for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a strength workout, and we're focusing on the lower body, on the legs. So we're gonna start the warm up, 30 seconds, bottom of the squat hold. It's very similar to the rig support squat hold. You can use a door jam. All we want to do is try and get your hips as low as possible, get your knees comfortable in being in that compressed position. Remember, we want to push the knees out, making space for our body to get in between us, and get the knees forward over top of the toes. Then 10 alternating reverse lunges. So we're going to step back, drive the knee forward as far as we can, soft touch with the back knee on the ground. 30-second hollow hold, low backs into the ground. We're stretched out, and we got as much tension as possible from our fingertips all the way through to our toes. And then 8 band overhead press. Remember, we're keeping the lower body nice and tight. We're squeezing in the armpits, giving our shoulders a stable base to work from, pressing directly overhead, making sure we keep the elbows underneath the band. And then we're gonna go down to the workout. We're gonna start with 6 sets. We've got a 30-second wall sit, so a nice isometric contraction. We're aiming to have the hips at the level of the knees, the ankles directly under the knees. Remember, if your feet get out ahead of your knees, it reduces the challenge of the exercise, so try and get those ankles directly underneath your knees. And then we're gonna go into 8 reps per side, single arm thrusters. Because this is a leg day, we wanna focus on getting a nice full squat with that single arm thruster, and then accelerating up. Try and get the dumbbell going up for momentum of your legs. Okay, we wanna make this as much leg focus as possible. We're gonna rest 90 seconds, we're gonna repeat that 6 times. Then we got a 20-minute EMOM. EMOM is gonna be a high intensity exercise followed by a short duration of a rest, and then a different exercise, and we're working to get our heart rate going up and down. Remember, recovery is not just the absence of exercise. We wanna take a couple deep breaths, try and slow our heart rate down as we get that rest in between each exercise. So we're gonna start with 12 jump squats, exploding off the ground, trying to make sure we catch all the way down. We don't want to stick the landing. 30 seconds double under practice or lateral line hops. Okay, all we want to do is continually break the force of gravity for 30 seconds. That's going to be a reasonable energy demand. Then 2 lengths, 25 feet, front rack walking lunges. Now each length is about between 8 to 12, so average about 10 steps per length. So if you don't have the space, we can accumulate 20 total steps or even 20 reverse lunges in one spot. Very similar stimulus. And then 30 seconds of mountain climbers. Remember, on the mountain climbers, you want to be in the FLR position with the hands screwed into the ground, and we're just alternating, bringing the knees up. Remember, it's a time domain, not a rep domain, so make sure we get good technique. There's no benefit to racing through it. We'll be better off to make sure we got good push through the ground, getting those knees always up, nice and controlled. Anyways, we got a great workout to end off a busy week, and with hopefully some good news coming from the premiere later on this week. Hopefully we'll be seeing you back in person sooner rather than later, but we'll be sure to keep everybody updated as we learn information. Take care.